So priority number 2 then for us is going to be don't come. Don't come. Looks like a trout farm out there at the moment. And it gave me enough time to actually catch another one, so I've also had another common, which was nice. Welcome to a new video. We are back on the bank, and today we are looking at the 5 things stopping you from catching carp. Now, I've sent Hugh off to do a lap of the lake. I couldn't be asked. Thought he'd better do a bit of put a bit of effort in for a change. So while he's doing that, I'm actually going to get a rod sorted, and hopefully we'll catch a few fish. So let's crack on and see what we can have.
Right then, as you just heard from Shaun, that he sent me around the lake to try and find some fish. He's told me he's setting up some rods in the back of the van, which made complete sense. But from here I can see he's currently sat in the back, sipping a can of Monster and doing absolutely nothing other than checking his social media, I expect. So we'll be having words. But anyway, so the lake we come to today, yes, it's got a fairly decent head of fish in it, but you can still be on the main body of fish or off the side just with a couple in front of you. So without a doubt, whenever you go fishing, wherever you go, the most important thing is to find the fish, and that way you've got the best chance of catching as many as you can, if not even just that single bite to save the blank. So I found the fish, there's a few feeding in the margins, which is happy days, as well as a few out in the body of water just under the surface area, looking an absolute sucker for a mixer. So we've got a couple of different tactical options we can go for there, and that always means that we've got, like I say, a couple of different avenues we might be able to pick up a carp or two. So I'm going to go back, get Shaun, get his butt in gear, and yeah, bring the gear around to the swim.
That'll be the one. Right, fish number 1 hooked up. Like, they're just black, aren't they?
Yeah, well, that's what I quite like.
Oh, you.
Oh, there it is.
Well, that come off.
Bye.
Looks like a trout farm out there at the moment. Still can't get a bite. chunk alert. So after Hugh's walk around, he managed to find a few. We've got a few mixers in, and I've managed to nick this one off the top. So nice bit of teamwork there. But I'm going to get this one back, and I will talk to you about priority number 2. Off it goes. So priority number 2 then for us is going to be don't come. Don't come.
They're only going to get you in trouble.
We are both dads, so yeah, gets you in trouble.
Stops you fishing.
So priority number 2 then is don't go fishing with a preconceived idea, and by that we mean don't think you're going to fish 3 rods on a spot. Don't think you're potentially going to be on the bottom, you might be fishing on the top. Don't have a swim in mind. Basically just go with an open mind essentially, and just be armed, ready for sort of any situation you might be faced with. So today we have come out with the idea that we might have the opportunity on the surface. So we've bought some floater gear with me. I bought a bit of floater kit, but Hugh's bought his barrow, which you can see to the side, and he's got some bottom bait kit and also some zig stuff. So it's going to cover sort of any sort of opportunity we might get. And as it happens, he has actually just had a fish on the bottom bait. Even though the fish have been absolutely mullering the floaters, a bottom bait rod has actually gone off. So there you go. Don't come with a preconceived idea. Come with enough options to be able to cover anything that might happen on any given day, and it will definitely put more fish in those nets for you. So anyway, let's get that fish out of Hugh's and have a look and see what he's got.
Sorted? Right then, well there we go then, second fish of the session, and this one actually came to a bottom bait rig. Oh fucking hell. Right then, well there we go then, second.
Who's laughing at?
Yeah, I'm laughing at you with the camera.
It's just for Insta.
Yeah, brilliant, yeah. Right then, well there we go then, second fish of the session, and this one actually came to a little slip D that I chucked down the margin where we'd seen some feeding fish as I did a lap of the lake earlier on. So happy days, and that sort of reiterates point number 2. Make sure you don't have any preconceived ideas, because we've now had one off the bottom as well as a few off the top after it's, oh fucking not a few have we? Right then, well there we go then, fish number 2 of the session, and this one actually came down the bottom on a little, oh fuck this shit. My back fucking hurts, my leg hurts, everything hurts.
Get on with it.
Fucking these small little ones are fucking hard to hold. Right then, well there we go then, second fish of the session. This one actually came to a little bottom bait rig down the margin, and yeah, after seeing some feeding fish there on the lap of the lake, it was an obvious sign to stick one down there. So reiterates point number 2, don't come with any preconceived ideas. Although it's a lovely hot day and floater fishing is probably the best way to go, actually we managed to nick at least another bite by sticking a rod down the margin. So that also brings me on to point number 3, which is going to be talking about rigs. So I'll slip this little fella back, and yeah, we'll talk a little bit more. Topic number 3 is rigs, something that can be really complicated with loads of different options on the market, but in reality, keep it simple. If you've got confidence in a rig already, don't change just because there's another trend or another rig comes out with a different angle of using it. Stick with it. And if you haven't got that confidence already, what I say is go down to one of your local little runs waters, catch some fish, look at where the hook holds are, and gain that confidence. So topic number 3, keep it simple, stick with your rigs and don't chop and change.
Ooh. Go on, absolutely ripped off.
Switch around if that makes you more confident. Right then, so topic number 3 is rigs. It's really complicated with so many on the market these days, at the same time it can be super simple. Go to little road. Everyone's trying to get into
So there we go then, I've just had this mirror off the top again, and as Hugh was doing a bit of an update to camera, I think he was on about take 15, and it gave me enough time to actually catch another one. So I've also had another common, which was nice. So anyway, let's get this one back and let Hugh have a go. It's about time he caught another one. So yeah, happy days. Right, point number 4 then. If you are currently on the bank watching this video right now, ignore everything I'm about to tell you. But if you're at home or you're currently sat in the toilet watching this video, as most of us are watching YouTube on the toilet, then you want to be paying attention to this one. So this is ignore social media and put your phone down. If you are currently out fishing, if you're going fishing, you shouldn't be paying attention to your phone. You should be watching the water, watching for signs of fish, looking for something to act on to catch you some more fish. When you're out on the bank, concentrate on being on the bank, concentrate on fishing and not on what's going on the internet, because at the end of the day you can do that when you're back in the real world, back home, and you're back to real life. That's when you can look at your phone and all that sort of stuff. But when you're out fishing, watch the water, watch the lake and catch more fish.
Yeah. Right then, so before we talk about topic number 5, let's have a quick recap. So you've got your location right, you've got all the different tactics in your armoury with you, you've got confidence in your rigs, you put your phone down, you're watching the water. So what's topic number 5, Shaun?
Don't commit.
That's right, don't commit. And what we mean by that is obviously you're going to have to get your rods out. It's the only way you're going to catch a carp. But don't get your bivvy up, don't commit everything to that swim, because if those fish move off, you're less likely to move. And that, going back to topic number 1, location is key, and if you're not on the carp, you can't catch them. So that is topic number 5 for you. Well, bit of a disaster, unfortunately. We were just setting up the mat and the camera because I'd managed to bag a couple while Shaun was doing a little update to camera. And in typical form, I've heard a bit of a splash. I've come down to check they're all right. And we're left with an empty net.
Brilliant.
Yep, they both managed to bolt out of there. One was an absolute corker. It was a lovely little mirror actually, and the other one was an absolute tiny common. Not going to lie to you, but
that was worth me going and getting the camera ready, wasn't it?
Yeah, at least you ain't got to worry about zooming in this fading light. So.
True story, yeah. Well, that's probably the end of the session, mate.
It is probably the end of the session, yeah.
So the kit's in the back of the van. That is the end of the session. It's been a great couple of hours having a few fish, and hopefully the points that we've raised have given yourselves a little bit of food for thought. Yeah, we managed to have 3 fish each, although you've only seen one of mine because, yeah, didn't secure the landing net. And the other 2 managed to swim out somehow. The carp gods are definitely on their side, but hey-ho. So if you've got any more sort of points that you think you'd like to raise, comment down below, smash that subscribe button and the like button. It really does help us with the channel, and obviously the more and the closer we can get to that 6,000 sort of subscriber mark, then we can start maybe thinking about another competition. I don't know. Yeah, maybe when we get to like 6K we might give some stuff away. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed getting out, haven't we, mate? Yeah, as always, get out on the bank, be lucky and enjoy your fishing. See you in the next one.